Let's begin with a basic if you can then I'll punish everyone now then.
We already know who did it.
God damn it, you're starting this off the same way, Oi.
Whoa! Deja vu!
The one who killed...
Okay, yeah. L1. Fast forward, auto. Okay.
Sakura is one of the people that hated her. Byakuya, Toko, or Hiro. It was one of you.
Idiot.
I had nothing to do with it.
Yeah! I'd never kill someone, no way!
I don't want to hear your stupid excuses.
Jesus Christ, Oi!
Alright, here we go. Where's it gonna give me?
It was...
Okay. R1 for concentration for the focus gauge. Fast forward is O. Triangle to fire. X is silencer, I think. Oh yeah. Flashback. Alright.
One of you. One of you killed Sakura.
And what reason do you have for saying so?
Because you all had a motive. You hated her.
Is that it? That doesn't make any sense. That's the only reason you have for accusing us?
That's low. That's about as low as you can get.
So, Yasuhiro.
It was one of you.
So it's Yasuhiro's statement.
One of you killed Sakura.
But I'm waiting for
And
actually
what
his
reason
thing
do
to
you
come
have for
across.
saying so?
I need to do
Because
this
you all had a motive.
a bit slower.
You hated her.
Is that it? That doesn't make any sense. That's the only reason you have for accusing us?
No, damn it!
That's low. That's about as low as you can get.
Okay. It is
It was one
Yasuhiro's
of
thing,
you.
I'm pretty damn sure.
One of you killed Sakura.
But damn, Yasuhiro's thing was
And what
quick.
reason do you have for saying so?
Because you all had a motive. You hated her.
Is that it? That doesn't make any sense.
That's the only reason you have for accusing us?
Sweet! I did get it around the thing. I didn't know if I'd had enough time.
Another reason you suspect them is because Sakura wanted to meet with them, right?
Yeah, and that was right before she died. So there's no doubt about it. One of those three killed her.
I mean, one of them did it. Here we go. Pocket trash. Pocket sand.
The fact that Sakura wanted to meet with all three of them, there's no way that's not suspicious. One of you is absolutely guilty.
I don't deny that she wanted to meet with us, but I never went to see her.
I didn't either.
Yeah, same here. I never saw it.
Pocket trash. Same as the polka dot candy wrapper. That was actually an easy one.
Hiro, when we were talking before, you dropped a small piece of paper, remember? It was white with red polka dots.
What's that got to do with anything?
Red polka dots? That's gotta be the wrapper from the candy I gave Sakura.
No, it's...
Ever since we got into the warehouse, I totally monopolized that entire box of candy. So there's no way a single one of them was left in the warehouse.
In that case, Hiro, where did you get that piece of candy?
From Sakura! It's the only explanation.
Well, I mean... Yeah, sure I got it from her, but she gave it to me forever ago. It doesn't have anything to do with what happened to her.
When? When did she give it to you?
Oh boy.
The last time you saw Sakura was when Hina had to go to the nurse's office, right?
Yeah, so I must have got it sometime before then.
You're acting very suspicious, but at the same time, I also consider this another red herring. When Sakura got the candy.
I'm not sure about that, Hiro. Hina didn't actually give Sakura the candy till after she left the nurse's office. So if that was the last time you saw her, there's no reason you should have had that candy.
Damn it! I mean, what I meant was,
Why are you being very suspicious right now?
Oh, that's right! I did meet up with her in the rec room. You got a problem with that?
Why the sudden hostility?
Wow, even Toko's surprised.
But we just talked, that's all. I didn't do anything, you gotta believe me!
You're acting incredibly suspicious.
You're acting incredibly suspicious!
More hostile.
It's not just normal hostility! You're the real culprit! I even have proof!
Huh? Proof? What are you talking about?
I'm talking about her shining message.
Oh boy.
At the scene of the crime, she had written out Toko in her own blood, right? It was her dying message. Just like what you guys were talking about with Sayaka.
Wow, you actually managed to remember that.
That's true. I saw it for myself.
See? See? Toko did it!
What are you saying? No way! I didn't do it!
You just don't know when you're beat, do you?
Jesus, why are you suddenly on the offensive?
Hiro, hold on. When did you see that dying message of hers?
Huh? Well, when we found Ogre's body. Duh.
But if you recall, Hina was very adamant about keeping you away from the scene of the crime. So it's hard to believe that's when you actually saw the message for yourself.
Why are you really going on the offensive with this?
A gun! Kyoko, you found the magazine on the magazine shelf, right?
That's right. Looking through the shelf, I found the magazine with the dying message on it. I found it right there at the scene of the crime, after we'd started the investigation.
If that's true, then what Hiro just said doesn't really make sense, does it?
Doesn't make sense? What doesn't make sense? Everything I said makes perfect sense.
Okay. Here we go. Make argument. Magazine dying message says Toko is on thing upside down.
I can tell you exactly when I found the dying message. When Ogre's body was discovered.
And I can tell you when I found the dying message. It was only after the investigation had begun. I found the magazine tucked away on the magazine shelf. When I pulled it out, I saw her final words.
What's your problem? What I said makes total sense.
That time we're with the magazine.
I can tell you exactly when I found the dying message. When Ogre's body was discovered.
Damn it.
I can tell you when I found the dying message. It was only after I found the magazine tucked away on the magazine shelf. When I pulled it out, I
There
saw
we
her
go.
final words.
What's your problem? What I said makes total sense.
Why the fuck are you suddenly just going bonkers?
I can tell you exactly when I found the dying message. When Ogre's body was discovered.
God damn it did it again.
And I can tell you when I found it was only after the investigation had I found the magazine tucked away on the magazine shelf.
Cool. Okay,
When
got
I
that
pulled
again.
it out,
What's your problem? What I said makes total sense. I can tell you exactly when I found the dying message. When Ogre's body was discovered.
Kaboom! There we go.
What's wrong?
I'm kind of glad because the game does kind of hold your hand, but I think I'm playing it on the lead
When
mode.
Sakura's body was
So, yeah.
found, that magazine was sitting on the shelf nearby. That's where Kyoko found it, after we'd begun the investigation. And you weren't at the murder scene, so there's no way you could have seen it then. Tell us the truth, Hiro. When did you see the message?
Hold on! You're focusing on the wrong part! Why does it matter when I saw it? All you gotta do is read the Vienna sausage Ogre left us, and we know who the killer is! Toko!
I don't even know where to begin with that one. He's just trying to confuse us.
Actually, can we even be sure Sakura wrote that message in the first place?
Yeah? I think we can all agree Ogre wrote that message. 100%, without a doubt, she wrote it! And this is me talking, so you know it's true!
Okay. Moment of truth. What? Oh, it's one of these things.
Show me the proof. I'm at least 30% right. The occult is bullcrap. Give it a rest. I'm at least 30% right. The occult is bullcrap. The end is nigh. Show me the proof. I'm at least 30% right. The occult is bullcrap. Give it a rest. I'm at least 30% right. The occult is bullcrap. Show me the proof.
This should prove it.
I get so stressed at those.
I'm completely unconvinced that Sakura wrote that dying message. Because if you look at it, the message was almost certainly written using a finger. But both of her hands were completely free of blood.
Oh, I forgot about that part.
So what?
Then, who did write it?
Hiro could very well have written it himself. That would explain how he knew about the message in the first place.
Yeah, that's exactly what happened.
Yeah, you're caving too easily, and we haven't even gone through everything yet.
Ah! He admits it!
I figured as much.
But why would you write something like that?
Because I killed her!
Excuse me?
Please, just let me explain what happened. I got Ogre's note, and so I headed to the rec room right before noon, just like it said.
You just did exactly as the note asked? What a fool.
And when I got there...
Okay, I'm doing this in normal voice. Sorry, but do you mind waiting? I asked a couple of other people to meet as well. Okay? Would you like a piece of candy? It might help give you some energy. Oh, sure, thanks.
And that's all she said.
After that, we just stood around in awkward silence.
silence. Suddenly, I heard her mutter something. As soon as I heard that, I just knew. I knew she was gonna try and kill me. She was gonna kill me and make her escape. So of course I freaked out, and then... I saw my only chance. I grabbed the Monokuma bottle from the shelf and smashed it across her head. I hit her from behind before she had any idea what was happening. Then she just went limp. I didn't see her move again after that. Once it was over, I pulled myself together. I realized if I didn't do something, I'd be caught and executed.
Yeah, you're caving way too easily. You were definitely a red herring.
So I wrote Toko's name in blood across a magazine on the table and I ran away.
I can't believe you! You're the worst! I hope you die!
Well, that's what happened. Go ahead. Roast me, boil me, do whatever you want.
You're not gonna get off that easy. It's death. Death for the one that killed Sakura. We're ready to vote now, right? We know who did it.
No, I think there's more to Hiro's story.
What are you talking about? What else could there be?
There's one thing that Hiro's story just now doesn't explain.
The blood! The
And
vomiting!
until we figure that part out, we can't consider the case closed.
Shoot!
Shit. Why? Yeah, why was it hidden? Why wouldn't it just be out in front of everybody?
That's true. Everything you just said. It doesn't explain why the magazine was hidden, does it? By the time the body was discovered, the magazine had been picked up and put on the shelf. Why would you take the time to write that message, then stick it somewhere we might not find it?
Oh. Well, I didn't hide it. I'm sure I just left it sitting there on the table.
Really?
He's lying! He's gotta be lying!
Dude, that's a point in your favor.
I don't see any reason he would lie now, after already confessing to the crime.
Then he's not lying?
Assuming he's telling the truth, someone else must have put the magazine back on the shelf. In other words, at least one other person was in the rec room both before and after the incident.
I don't think there's any question about that.
But then, who was it?
Oh no, it's you.
If they went to the trouble of hiding the magazine, they must not have liked what was written on it.
Only one choice, Toko.
I got it! It had to be Toko, right? Who else would want to hide the magazine other than the person whose name was written on it?
Is he right, Toko? Did you really go to the rec room? Why would I have... Wait! But more important, that doesn't even matter! We already know who did it, right? Hiro just admitted it!
That's right. I killed her.
No, you didn't.
Who asked you?
I don't doubt Hiro attacked Sakura with the bottle. But that's not where this case ends.
What do you mean?
What he means is that Hiro isn't the killer.
You can't be serious! That's just... I don't believe it!
At least we're dealing with Toko and not genocide.
Hiro, tell us what happened one more time. If we go through it once more, it should become clear he's not Sakura's killer.
So, what do you want me to do?
Just tell us what happened one more time when you attacked Sakura.
I don't really see why, but okay.
Alright, here we go. Is it gonna be the vomit? Please let it be the vomit so it's kind of easy. Maybe.
I didn't want to, but I did it. I grabbed a Monokuma bottle from the shelf nearby, and I hit Ogre from behind before she could do anything.
You hit her from behind. And you only hit her once. Is that right?
Yeah, just once. After the
Jesus.
first ring, the bottle shattered, and she went limp.
See? Isn't it obvious? Hiro really is the killer!
Okay, so it's the once, but for some reason the thing was blocking it.
I didn't want to, but
I figured it out, I just couldn't get it in time. Here we go.
I grabbed a
Try this again.
Monokuma bottle from the shelf nearby.
But I have to go slow because I...
And I hit Ogre from behind before she could do anything.
You hit her from behind. And you only hit her once. Is that right?
Yeah, just once.
There we go.
No!
I managed to get it before it switched off, so yay.
If Sakura died from Hiro's single blow, that doesn't explain why she had 2 head wounds.
2?
That's right. She had 2 separate wounds on her head.
And remember, this girl examines dead bodies as a hobby. Personally, I'm inclined to believe it.
But I only hit her once. How could she have 2 wounds?
2 wounds means she was struck twice. What's more, both attacks must have come from a Monokuma bottle.
Hold on. How can you know that just from some cuts on her head? She was attacked twice with 2 Monokuma bottles?
I'm pretty sure that's supposed to be question marks.
It's not just because of her head wounds. It's also because of the Monokuma bottles themselves.
Oh!
There's
scaling.
something very suspicious about those bottles.
There's also another one missing!
Once you understand that point, you'll understand why 2 separate Monokuma bottles must have been used.
The scaling! One was heavier than 2, so there were
After
more.
the incident,
There must have been
were
6
4
up there to begin
Monokuma
with.
bottles left on the shelf, right? And we found pieces of a bottle on the ground, along with the chess piece it had inside.
That was the bottle Hiro hit Sakura with, right?
For now, just note that there were 4 intact bottles and 1 broken bottle. But originally, there were 6 bottles in total, meaning 1 has gone missing.
But how can you know for sure there were 6 bottles?
That's easy. If you look at what the bottles all had in common, it should become clear.
Correlation between the Monokuma bottles. So we're missing a chess piece. So wait, it was knight, pawn, bishop, chess piece. Oh, nope. E. P. 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 E. E. There we go. Hangman's actually really easy now that I'm getting used to it. The first one was like, wait, what the fuck? Because I had no idea what it was. But then, yeah, this is
That's it! The chess pieces! Inside each bottle, there was a Monokuma figure holding a different chess piece.
King, rook, bishop, pawn. I definitely remember seeing each of those.
And the piece that was inside the broken bottle we found was the knight, if I remember.
There we
So,
go.
what's that
Oh, the
matter?
missing one is a queen.
I guess you don't know too much about chess, do you? Then let me explain. In chess, there are 6 different pieces. The king, the queen, the rook, knight, bishop, and pawn. What was left intact at the crime scene were the king, rook, bishop, and pawn. Just those 4. And on the ground was the knight.
Oh, so the queen is missing.
So we only have evidence for 5 bottles at the scene, while 1 apparently went missing.
What does chess have to do with anything?
Yeah, shogi is way better.
Okay, that's a dodge. Okay.
Yeah.
Deal with it.
Wait, no, that's not what I mean. So, let's say a bottle did go missing. There's still no evidence that has anything to do with this case. That bottle could have disappeared any time before the murder.
No.
The
It's
explanation
clear that
is
the missing
weird.
bottle
Is
is connected to this case.
the
How
experiment.
is it clear?
Think about what state the missing bottle must have been in. Maybe then you'll understand.
It was
I got
broken.
The bottle must have been broken,
What makes you so sure?
because there was evidence at the scene that supports it.
Huh?
That's right. We found evidence that shows there was more than just 1 broken bottle at the scene.
And what is this evidence?
Present. Presentation? Yep. Okay, yep, so it's the Monokuma bottle experiment.
I got it!
There we go.
Earlier, Kyoko and I did a little experiment. We compared the weight of the broken bottle pieces at the scene to one of the unbroken bottles. And what we found was that the collection of pieces was heavier. And the reason for that is there was actually more than 1 bottle's worth of shattered glass.
So from this, we can
All right,
surmise
here we
that
go.
2 bottles were actually broken at the scene
But
of
I
the
don't think
crime.
it's Toko right now either.
but someone did their best to clean up the pieces of one of the bottles, along with the figure inside. But when they did, they must have left behind a few too many pieces, which is only natural. They certainly had no way to measure the exact right number of pieces to remove.
But why would they have to try and get rid of it like that anyway?
Because of what it would reveal about the case.
Maybe a second?
I got it! The bottle that was removed from the scene was used the second time Sakura was attacked.
The second wound on Sakura's head came from that second bottle. Given all the evidence, this is the only possible conclusion.
The killer wanted to make it look like there was only one attack.
I'm getting one
so they had to
picture
get
and
rid
I
of
don't
their
like
evidence.
it so far.
From there, we can conclude that it wasn't Hiro who delivered that second blow.
But there's still odd pieces that I can't figure out yet.
Wouldn't you agree, Toko? And there's the matter of the magazine. You must have been in the rec room when the incident took place.
Wait! I admit, maybe there was a second attack, but there's no evidence I had anything to do with it.
No way! You killed her! I'm sure of it!
Wow!
Shut up! Until 2 seconds ago, you were claiming you killed her.
I'm not afraid to admit when I'm wrong. That's just the kind of guy I am.
Guy who said 100% doubt says I'm not afraid to admit when wrong.
Plus, I just remembered something that proves it.
Oh goodness.
Okay, fine. Let's hear it.
It was right after I got Ogre's note. I was kind of nervous about it, so I went to the rec room early. You know, to stake it out or whatever. So I was waiting there, and that's when I saw her. I saw Toko go into the rec room. Pretty soon, Ogre showed up, and she went into the rec room. I assumed Toko was still in there, so I figured everything would be okay. That's why I headed in. But when I got inside, Ogre was all alone. Toko had disappeared.
And you just now decided to share that with us?
After the shock of thinking I'd killed someone, I forgot all about it.
Admittedly understandable.
Could someone tighten the screws on his brain? I think they've come loose.
Oh, shut up. You got slapped earlier. I think you still deserve it.
So, Toko, where the heck did you disappear to?
You don't know what you're talking about. I never went in the rec room.
I'm sure she didn't disappear, but maybe she found somewhere to hide.
Were you the one in the locker?
Hiding in the rec room? Don't be ridiculous. Whoa, why are you all ganging up on me? You're all nothing but vermin.
Please don't sneeze now. Oh god, a new? Oh boy. Wow, okay, yeah, it's telling me halfway. Okay. So it's a Toko thing and I have to make sure I choose the right one? Oh god.
It's a lie. I admit nothing. I hate you. I curse you. No! That's enough. I admit nothing. I curse you. I curse you. It's a lie. That's enough. It's a lie. I admit nothing. I hate you. I curse you. No! That's enough.
This should prove
There
it.
we go. Handprint.
Did you know someone left a handprint behind on the inside of the locker? They must have been hiding in there and put their hand on the wall without thinking. Does his handprint look familiar, Toko?
No, it doesn't.
Okay then, let's just compare it to your hand, shall we? That'll clear everything up, right?
Stop wasting my time. Just tell us the truth.
Okay, it's my handprint.
Dang, she just straight up admitted it.
Then you killed Sakura! No, I swear, there's no way!
Out with it.
I probably did kill her.
Oh, because she'll do anything for Byakuya.
Straight up again?
Wait, what do you mean probably?
Give us the details, Toko. What happened between you and Sakura?
Talk. Now.
After I read Sakura's note, I decided to go there early, so I went into the rec room. I didn't know what she might do if I didn't go, but I was too scared to face her head on. So I figured I'd just sneak in first and hide in the locker.
Then, did you see what happened? Did you see me hit her?
Yeah, and I saw you write my name. I saw you forge her dying message.
Well, that's awkward.
So after he left, I jumped out of the locker and put the magazine back on the shelf.
But when you did, you put it back upside down.
I didn't mean to. I was in a hurry.
Imbeciles, all of you.
Forget all that. Why did you attack Sakura? After I put the magazine back, I heard a sound behind me like a monster growling. And when I turned around, there was Sakura, covered in blood and staring right at me. When I saw all that blood, I fainted right there in front of the magazines. I don't remember what happened after that. If you want to know more, you'll have to ask her.
Genocide. Oh boy.
Guess who's back?
Okay, should have suspected that was gonna come across eventually, but okay.
It was your fault after all.
Oh god damn it, it's not that. You already know it's not the same.
My fault, Master's fault. When our faults combine, they soar to even greater heights.
Just answer the question. Did you kill Sakura?
Well, to be honest, Miss Morose and me don't actually share our memories. So I can't really say what was going on. But I was just minding my own business, sleeping peacefully when someone shook me awake. Was it a prince paying me a visit? I wondered. So I opened my eyes to see... splatter everywhere! I was not prepared for that. And, well, I guess it took me by surprise. I got so startled, I smacked her with the first thing I could find, which I guess was a bottle. Sakura was just worried about you, and you're terrible! No, she's terrible! Thanks to her, I murdered someone who wasn't an adorable boy for the first time ever!
And when it was all over, you collected the pieces of the bottle to get rid of the evidence, didn't you?
I wasn't about to die for some woman! If I'm gonna go down, I want it to be for killing Master!
Just go away and die your meaningless death alone. Don't drag me into it.
But I just can't catch a break, you know? Fate's got it out for me. Because normally, Sakura should have been able to dodge my attack, no problem!
Did your eyes just open up when I wasn't looking? That's kind of creepy.
Even as strong as she is, she must have still been reeling from Hiro's attack.
Hey, come on. That's, you know. But anyway, I'm not the one that killed Ogre. So that's good.
Well then, that's that. Let's start the vote.
She suspected all three of them, Makoto. Are you following it all?
What's wrong? Come on, everyone. We're ready to vote, right? Let's do this.
We still haven't solved the case of the vomit on the floor.
No, not quite yet.
Huh? Not yet? Why not yet?
Don't you think there was something odd about Toko's story? I mean, you had to have noticed.
Odd. Huh?
Oh, she wasn't sitting slumped over on the chair.
And then Toko's. But that still wasn't the end of it. Tell us your story one more time. Tell us what happened after you fainted. Then even this gaggle of idiots should understand what I'm talking about.
Your wish is my command, darling.
Alright, here we go. It'll be the status of Sakura's body, I'm gonna guess. Which is first?
I
That
was
is
just
right.
sleeping
Good.
peacefully, and all of a sudden, Sakura was right there in front of me.
You're
I
in front of the
remember waking up
magazine
right
shelf.
in front of the magazine
Yep, there we go.
shelf.
You were taken by surprise when you saw Ogre covered in blood. So you smashed her head in with the Monokuma bottle?
You got it! I smashed her good!
And where did the attack take place?
Right where I woke up! I killed her there in front of the shelf!
Nope.
No, that's wrong.
Because she was sitting on the chair.
We found Sakura sitting upright in a chair. If the blow by the shelf was the cause of death, there's no explanation why she was in that chair.
So, you finally noticed.
That's just another lie from a bloodthirsty serial killer.
Are you sure you didn't attack her while she was sitting in the chair?
No, I'm sure she's telling the truth. Anyone who saw the murder scene should think the same way.
Blood in front of the shelf.
I got it!
That's easy.
Sakura was definitely attacked in front of the shelf. The blood stain by the magazines is proof of that.
Then she must have moved the body after she killed her, right? All to make it look like I did it. Because when I hit her, she was sitting in the chair.
Hey, come on now, look at me! I can't carry anything heavier than my own scissors! There's no way I could move a muscle-bound heavyweight like that!
Then what's the deal?
Well, are you still convinced the case has come to an end?
But
Plus, the biggest mystery of all, the locked room, still has yet to be explained.
And you haven't even touched the vomiting of the blood.
Until we take care of that, we can't say this case has been properly settled.
oh, that part's easy. After she killed Sakura, Toko just hid in the locker again.
So she just hid in there till everyone showed up and opened the door? And while everything was all confused and hectic, she just snuck out of the locker into the group.
No, I don't think that's possible.
Small? No, she was in there. This seems weird.
I got it! Even before we opened the door to the rec room, Hina and I both got a look inside.
The locked room is already
At that
open.
point, the locker was already open.
I forgot about that point. That seemed a little arrogant to just be like, oh, I saw it. Like, no, that's argument by assertion. That's not enough.
So obviously Toko couldn't have been hiding in there.
Okay then, where was she hiding?
I don't know! What's this whole locked room thing about anyway?
How do you not know? You killed her!
I think the fact that I don't know proves I didn't kill her. Thank you very much.
So, 2 out of 3 have been absolved.
You're lying.
No, she's not. I've been saying all along, there's still more to this case.
But if Genocide Jill didn't do it, that means Ogre didn't die from the shot to the head.
And
Well, I can't imagine what else could have killed her.
Powder.
that's because you're overlooking vital information.